G'day, my name's Darryl Webb. Today we're going to have a look at this tiny little thermal camera by Infiray. It's the T3 Search. It goes with your phone. Also comes with this nice little handle. Anyway, we'll go over its specifications quickly. We'll look at its build quality. We'll have a good look at lots of footage showing what it actually looks like through the camera, and we'll finish it off with some pros and cons. But just quickly, it's a 19mm lens. And it has the mid-range sensor. So this one's not a toy, this is a real little unit that sort of gives you that mid-range image quality, but I found it to be at the more, the lower end in the price. Anyway, let's get into it. We'll go quickly over its specs. The model is a T3. The resolution is 384 by 288, so it's got that good mid-range sensor. The pixel pitch is 17 UM. The field of view is 19.5 degrees by 14.7. It has 25 Hertz, so 25 frames per second frame rate. NETD is less than 50 MK, and MRTD is less than 400 MK. The recommended operating temperatures is -10 to +50. It measures between, so little crosshairs and it comes up. It has temperature measuring ability. It's between 0 and 80. Temperature correction is manual, automatic. Power consumption is less than 500 milliwatts. Weight is 40 grams or less than 40 grams. The dimensions are 49.5 by 26 by 30 millimeters. You need Android 6.0 or above. And what else is on there? Image correction is manual. Image enhancement is digital detail enhancement. The palette, it's got white hot, black hot, red hot, multiple palettes. Secondary development SDK available, I'm not even sure what that is. The reticle and hotspot tracking, and video storage, photo and video storage. Apart in the specifications is it has a bit of a chart sort of showing what the recognition and detection systems are, and it has a sparrow, a turtle dove, a rabbit, a dog, a wild boar and a person. So for a sparrow it has recognition 40 meters, detection 100 meters. For a turtle dove, it has 70 meter recognition and 160 meter detection. For a rabbit, it has 135 meter recognition and a 245 meter detection. For a dog size animal, it has a recognition at 160 meters and a detection at 360 meters. For a boar, it has a recognition of 250 meters and a detection at 950 meters. And for a human, it has a recognition of 330 meters and a detection of 1,340 meters. So that's some serious sensitivity. I haven't tested that to see how true that is, but I know that's all under sort of different conditions, you know, different humidity, temperatures, that can change all that. But I have found it's really, really sensitive, and it does definitely pick up very small things. For the build quality, I know this is small here. Actually, you know what? I'll zoom in on it. Come on, focus, little fella. Alright, so it has a 19mm germanium lens. It's focusable, it's actually nice, and it's not too stiff, but it's it won't move by itself. It has a USB-C interface. The unit itself is all made out of metal. I'm guessing it's probably aluminium, but it feels solid as a rock. I'm guessing it's probably not waterproof because it has a USB connection sticking out of it, but I think if you're realistic, it could probably handle a bit of light rain and dust, no worries. Everything else feels really well. On that, yeah, it feels heavy for its size, but being so small, it's not very heavy. Okay, so when you buy this, it comes in a box with this little unit and a cord. It also comes with this, I guess I'll call it a contraption. It's pretty much a phone holder mixed in with a holder to hold this, and it comes with a handle. Pretty much it's just camera mounts, you know, just your normal sort of screw top that you'd have on a camera tripod. So obviously this is meant to mount in there, so it's pretty quick and easy to get in. You set it in there, plug the lead into it, and then for your actual device, I'm using a Samsung S21 Ultra, and you just plug that in. Then it opens the app, and I'll show you how the app works in this clip. Okay, we'll start off. I've just got a scene here. It's just on dusk. I'm looking over a paddock. there's a house out here. That house is at 550 metres for some reference. These kangaroos in here are probably just guesstimating about 100 metres. So you've got a fair bit of distance over there. We'll look through some of the things in the menu. Okay, so we've got the menu bar down the left hand side. The top left, you can take a photo. The next one down from that, right inside of the screen, there is a gallery, so you can look at things that you've recorded and whatnot. And then on the bottom left is, the very bottom left is the menus. So on there you can pick, Celsius and Fahrenheit. You can turn the logo on and off, things like that. You can rotate the screen, you can mirror the screen, you can turn the system camera on. It's only looking at the ground at the moment. So that's just so you can team them up together so you can see. There's temperature measurement. If you do that, it'll show you the crosshairs in the center of the screen. That'll show the temperature where you've got those crosshairs on. The red one to the right hand side, that's the hottest part of the screen. And the blue one, which is flicking around at the top, is the coldest part of the scene. That's you can turn that on and off. Wrong one. I want the auto shutter on. Okay, what else is in there? There's a language setting, and there is about. That's just a bit of information about what the unit's meant for and some of its specs, and some frequently asked questions. Okay, let's close that. Now on the right hand side, at the bottom right, I'll just move that a little bit to the over there. Okay, the bottom right hand side, there is you can manually activate the shutter. That sort of just gives it a screen refresh. The next one up from that is, it's like a hotspot tracking, so whatever the hottest part of the scene is, it will move to. Next up from that is a set of crosshairs, and you can move them around. And the idea is, with the unit came a laser pointer, and when you're at something much more closer, you can put the laser pointer on it, and then you can synchronize this to the laser pointer. So then in complete darkness, you can put this on there, and you know that anyone around you, you can mark something with the laser. Someone will be able to find look for it. Now the top right is the colour palettes. So at the moment it's in black hot. Let's change it to sort of like hotspot, I guess. Just shows the hottest parts of the screen. A bit of a fusion, a bit bright. Just make them pop a bit. Let's go to white hot. Let's go to, I think that one is actually called fusion. I said different lighting conditions and different scenarios, you want different things, and I think that one's iron grey or something like that, iron colour, I don't know, something, I can't remember the name of it. Let's put it back to black hot, that's my preferred one for around dusk and night time. Now also, the fact that it's in your phone, you can pinch and zoom. So if you, particularly if you get something sort of centre screen, you can get in quite zoomy with the kangaroos and see some more features. Zoom back out. As I said, that's sort of a good indication of the clarity of it and the field of view. As I said, that over there is 550 metres. These roos in here are around 100. There's actually some roos up there. I can't see them with my naked eye. They're bobbing down a bit in the ditch, but that's some roos there. But I can't tell you that. I can't see them with my naked eye even on dusk. But they're probably at about 400 metres. 400 metres plus, I'm going to guess. They're nearly as far out as that house. And that's sort of it for the menus. It's quite simple, quite easy to use, and integrated into your phone, the screen looks quite good. Okay, now you've seen how the app works. It's all pretty simple. It did say on the instruction manual it's on the iOS, so I guess you can buy leads that go from USB-C to Lightning, and you could use that. I haven't looked on iOS. I don't have an iOS device, but I can say it definitely works really well on the Android device. Now, there is another way of operating it. If I just close this, if I take this out, it is pretty simple and quick to do. I guess the idea is that most times you're probably not going to have that contraption with you, but you would definitely be able to carry this around, because this is tiny and this all fits in there with its lead and everything. But anyway, but say you're in this scenario where you've just got that in your pocket. You pretty much open it up and you plug it directly in the bottom of your phone, and it will open the app, and away you go. The focus. Now the focus is, you can focus it in really close, so you can get in really close on an object. But I've sort of found if you focus at something like 5 or 6 meters away, you know, out that distance, maybe even a little bit further, that it's sort of at infinite focus. So everything that's sort of further away, it's in focus. So using this at night time when I've taken it out and had a walk around looking for some rabbits and things like that, you sort of set the focus once and forget it for that type of work. So the focus is not a drama, but it is nice you've got it, because if you know you want to zoom in on something really close and see what's hot, you know, if you're checking circuit boards or something like that, it will focus down quite close and you can get a really, really high detailed image. Pros and cons. We'll start off with some cons. It's an easy one because I can't really find any, but the only thing that it does, it's a little tiny bit annoying, but I think I might have been doing it wrong, is when you're viewing the app, you can pinch the zoom and it will zoom in. Now the only thing that I'll sort of say that's why that's annoying is sometimes it doesn't zoom in and it's like it's buggy. But it's not buggy on anything else. So I think what I've worked out is just double tap the screen and it zooms in, double tap the screen and it zooms out. So even though the pinching does work, sometimes the pinching, zooming in and out with the pinch is a little bit weird. Besides that, that's the only con I can find. I guess we'll do pros. Alright. Actually wait, there is one other con. I should lie. I'm not lying, but didn't think of it. It ties your phone up. Now if you've got a spare phone, that's not a drama, but if you're sort of using your phone, you know, if you've got this tied up together for a few hours of using it, your phone sort of, yeah, you can't use them both at the same time. Anyway, that's not really that much of a con. Alright, on the pros. Alright, so the camera unit itself is really good. The fact that they throw in like the laser pointer and this contraption and the handle, so you can actually rig it all up together, makes it really user friendly. So I've actually found that when I'm using it, I'll actually tilt the screen back a bit so I can actually sort of use it like that, and it looks and works really well. The other big pro is the price. As I was saying, you get that mid-range sensor sort of more at the low end price. So this is available on AliExpress from the Infiray store, from their official store, and I think it's a bit under $1,000 Australian. There might be GST on that, I don't know, but the moral of the story is if you're buying this in a dedicated thermal sort of in any other form, you're at the sort of $1,000 mark. You're looking at the lower end sensor. There's sort of the high end, mid, and low. This gets you into that mid-range sensor size, but at the more low end price. And I've got to say it. Maybe it's because of the processor and things in your phone. It's using the computing power of your phone. But the image in these looks really, really clear to my eyes. When you're looking at the recordings, they look pretty similar. But to actually look at the phone screen and view it and use it, the image is really, really sharp. So I've been really impressed with that. Conclusion. I always start off with, would I buy this again? Yep. The sensor's good, and the whole little package is quite useful to use like that. When I first seen it with this sort of system, I didn't think I'd probably use it like that. I thought I'd use it in a different way. But it actually is very, very handy just using it just like that. This system works good. Now, I said I thought I would be using it another way. I'll explain that for a minute. Now, the fact that this has, tripod mounts and things on it, or even on the bottom of the handle itself, if you run a long lead, a longer USB-C lead, like a 2 meter one, you can run that down to a phone or a device, maybe in your car. And then maybe, you know how you've seen those, I'm not sure, I don't have one to show you, but a remote head spotlight. Some of them go through the roof mount, some are on a shooting mount on the side of your car. But anyway, long story, it's a handle and it normally has a spotlight on top. If you take that spotlight off and put this on, all of a sudden you've got an outside remote thermal camera that has a great wide field of view. It's very, very sensitive, and we'll see, I've seen mice and everything with it, but you go to a screen with no lag in your car. What a great idea. And that's the way I think I will run this. I will definitely still use it this way. The fact that you can use it like this is good, but I think maybe for hunting, maybe just a straight out device that's all incorporated in one so it doesn't tie your phone up is maybe better. But the way I was just speaking about having it with a longer lead running up to a remote head, or whatever you want to run it to, and then have it down to a screen that's in your car or on your quad bike or however you want to do things. I think that is an absolute brilliant idea. And at the price, it gives you that nice wide field of view and the medium quality sensor pixels. So I've had a lot of fun reviewing it, and I'm going to have a lot of fun using it, and hopefully it lasts for quite a while and I'll get some more footage out for you. Anyway, on that note, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, thumbs it down twice. And if you want to see more content like this, and I've got some more thermal gear I'm actually already testing now for a review, some more budget end stuff. So if you want to see more of that stuff, hit the subscribe button and stay tuned for that. Anyway, bye for now.